you're doing well today, welcome in and welcome back. If you are returning back, I should say Shabbat Shalom. It's getting up on pretty soon. The sun will go down, and I just wanted to get on and just pull a couple scriptures here. I'm really bored, and so those of you who know my story, then you do. If you don't, I'm just stranded. I've been stranded for a long time, and I'm bored, and I'm by myself, and I'm not superficial. I just wash my hair and let it dry, and so a lot of times I don't get on like this at all. But it is what it is. I'm pretty down to earth with my audience, and so a lot of times I look at crime and transgression in the hand of the Creator, and He'll speak for Himself, and He's very profound on this platform. And I care about what the Most High has to say about things and nothing else, no more, no less. He's the only thing that keeps us going on and living and moving and breathing. And without the Most High, we're nothing. And I love to boast about Him all the day long. And hopefully you do as well. And you understand that our existence only comes from Him and Him alone. And so anyway, I just want to give a shout out there's been provision for me to have some shelter for the next few days. And a lot of times I don't show my hair because I've had like that much of gray. And so I took like $5 of that money, and I never spent anything on myself. And I bought me a hair color. And so it was kind of nice to look a little younger. It took some years off of me. And so anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. I never ever do anything for myself because of the predicament that I am in, but I couldn't take it no more. I was just like, it's $5, and a little extra was there, and so I did it anyway. And so thank you for the person who helped me. I'm trying to get some help for my vehicle, and I have nothing towards my vehicle. I'm trying to raise a couple of $1,000s for the next couple of weeks. That'll help me be able to get my vehicle fixed and some things switched out for it. I'm under a time crunch with that, and if anybody is able to be godly, my information is down below, and may God bless you. It's a dire need. It is a life and death situation that I'm dealing with in my life. And I'm just standing by faith every day, like most of you all as well. And so if you also have a need, I stand in faith and I pray and link arms with you that somebody will also come your direction to help you as well, because we're supposed to do that in the earth if you give a rip about God. I'm not talking to anybody that don't give a rip about God. I'm talking to the family of God that gets up and does godly things in godly ways in the true kingdom. Anything else is not godly. I'm not going to be your channel. All right. And so I'm talking about people that say they love God and they do what God tells us to do. No more, no less. And I've got a, life and death situation going on, folks, and I need some help. So if you're able to help, then thank you very much. Let's get started. I just want to pull a couple scriptures here and ask the Most High what He wants to bring out. There's a real sweet spirit here right now, and so I appreciate you, Most High, for who you are. I thank you for faith, because without faith we can't even please you. It says, quench not the spirit. It's important. It says, do not neglect prophecies. Prove all things and hold fast to that which is good, and abstain from evil. That's right. And have understanding is to leave evil. So quench not the spirit. The Holy Spirit is sweet, and it's given to us for comfort and to lead and guide us into truth, all truth. It says, for bodily exercise profiteth little, but righteousness it profiteth unto all things. It's good for us to exercise our spirituality and righteousness. It says that righteousness profiteth unto all things, and having promise of this life that now is and that which is to come. And so we're all going to die someday, and we're all going to live some way, shape, or form. You're either going to be separated from God, or you're going to live with God for eternity. And you're either going to abstain from evil, or you're quenching the spirit. I don't know. But anyway, somebody needs to hear that. If you're superficial and you just think, oh, look at my body and stuff like that, and that's giving me all kinds of stuff in this life, so what? Spirituality gives you that plus this life and the next life when you're doing it in righteousness, right? What else you want to bring out here, Most High? It says that the things which are impossible with men are possible with Elohim. Hold on, something really strong is coming through, and I was having a really deep encounter today, and this thing is coming through right now at this moment. Somebody is dealing with the person, or you're already engaged with the person. I'm not talking about being engaged. You may be engaged to get married. I don't know. You may already be married to this person, or you're entertaining, for some of you, in doing something with a person. This person is very, very knowledgeable in same thing as you are, and is able to have this interaction. Okay, this impression today was so huge, and this person's on the verge of losing their soul, and God said they are going to lose their soul because he already sees inside of a person's heart. But what is going on here, and what God showed me today for a collective group of people, is there's a group of people that you're having some type of interaction with this person. They're very knowledgeable. They seem to be very upright and forthworth and upstanding is what I meant to say. They're able to hold the conversation with whatever that common thing is. It's got this, it's like an attraction or a magnet pull there. And yet those of you who really are standing in truth and faith and stuff like that, you're intrigued, or somebody's intrigued, or this group of people's intrigued with this other person, but yet there's a little check inside. Something's not completely right, and you're right about that little check. At the same time, and I've seen a group of people on their face before God today praying about the other party. At the same time, complicated mixture of should I go forward with this person, God, or whatever that is. But it seems like God's not saying anything to you about that person, and so you keep having that encounter there. And God showed me he's allowing that encounter because there's the best way I can say it is you are that person's testing and they're your testing. God already knows about this person's been sent by Satan, is what God said. I heard the hour of temptation today when this was like real heavy today coming through. It was as if I was in a trance today watching a scenario go on. And for whatever reason, why when you're before God asking about this person, because you are intrigued with this person to some degree, you're there for a reason, and God's not giving you complete, full, cut it off, whatever, because it's got a purpose served to it at the end of why something's going on. It's something about your testing. You're being tested in it. Okay. Some of you have already had encounter with this person, already went through this whole process of this person even coming to you. And when they got before you, it seemed to be, what's the word? It seemed to fit. It's like coming through like a puzzle piece that looks like the correct puzzle piece, but when you go to put it in the puzzle piece, it really isn't that it ain't that shape. Very similar, because the devil, he's an imposter. This person's been sent on purpose to be that imposter for whatever reason, but God's using you to trap the devil. Okay, this person's a criminal. somebody's got a criminal around them, and for whatever reason why they're targeting you, it could have been about money. I don't know why they're targeting you. God didn't show me the reason why they were targeting the upright person, but God is trapping somebody's trying to trap them. And that individual, those of you who've already went through a process with this person, you could have married this person, I don't know, but this person, God's only going to let them go so far in a situation, and their true colors is going to come out. And all along, what is inside of you, and what all those times that you went before the Father and said, what is this? Or explain to me what this check is, or should I leave now? And you never get that. God never tells you to leave. He just tells you to just stand in faith within whatever the reason why you were still there within that. God shows me in this thing that I vision, trance, whatever it was, this person's fixing to have an outright color burst, and you're going to see all the colors of this person, what they are. And you are still to stand the way God tells you to stand and do everything that you're supposed to do. This person's going to have a cow because they're not going to break you. But God's going to make them look at what they are. They've already destroyed their self in something, is all I know. They've already destroyed, but God's using some type of testing here to also show you who you are, or who you were through the process of this individual. And those of you who've already had this encounter with this person, once you reject them and God moves them finally, and God finally shows you what all this was about, that person's still there. For some of y'all, there's still a small season with this individual that is still part of this testing. You're still supposed to stand. Okay, they're still trying to do something behind the scenes, but God brought out yesterday a worker of iniquity, and they can't rise. You are going through this, or you've already went whatever timeline you are with this individual. Whatever they're trying to do on the outside of after you've pushed this person away like you should and did, when it got to the end of the situation, they're still trying to bark at the situation around to try to get you to move. And if they were able to do that, they would have been able to do that to you while you were inside this thing that was being engaged with in that time frame with them. They are irate that they cannot overcome whatever their purpose was to be there, wherever Satan sent them there. They are absolutely out of their mind because they do this to everybody. That's what they do. And you are the exception to what's taking place, because their time's up on being some kind of a con or whatever they were there for, whatever they thought they were going to do to the collective energy. This person's destroyed on the inside. And that was their choice. That was their choice, but it was also your testing, and God's going to lift you into a place like you've never, ever, ever seen before, because you stood in the truth in this matter with this devil that came in to wreak havoc in your life. And some of you all are in this energy with this person engaging right now, trying to figure out how to get out of it. And God just says, you just tell them to go. And some of you all have got this fear that is around you that's taunting you. Well, if I say, because some of y'all dealing with this is a very abusive individual with their mouth, or maybe even physically, I don't know. Or maybe some of you all are concerned that they may get physical with you. But God says to not be afraid. He's your shield. It's time for this person to leave you alone. Okay. Now it's time for them to go on the outskirts of the situation and to finish off whatever this testing, whatever this trial is. Okay. This person's going to die. I just heard God say he's setting this person up to their death, because the end of their sin is here. And if there was ever a chance with you in any portion of why they even entered around you, I mean, obviously God's gracefully gives everybody a space to repent. They never did. And it was just a part of their path with you. And this scripture that's coming out here that says that things which are impossible with men are possible with God, you are going to be able to break completely away from this individual because you're standing and doing things the way God tells you to. You don't have to fear this person. They're kook. They're a devil, and they don't have no power over collective energy. Okay? They have already quenched the spirit, which tells us they don't have no power. The power comes from Jehovah alone. He is your shield. He is your buckler. He is your Yeshua. And God's fixing to do a great big severing in this situation with this person that you're engaging with. So I didn't know I was going to share that. It was really heavy today. I was just sitting here just talking with the Most High, and it's as if I just entered into a trance with this person that y'all have been engaging with, and for collective energy. And I just began to pray about it just for collective people, because I seen a collective group of people dealing with that same type of an energy. And somebody talks a good talk, man. They talk a real good talk, and they can keep the energy flowing between you, and they are nothing but a con. And they are going to be exposed, and people are going to see what this individual is, and they're shocked when it takes place, because they've done it to so many people and have conned so many people and has just engaged in so many ways with so many people. They're that confident, and they're just full of themselves and with the pride until they met you, and their world just spun upside down, or is spinning upside down, or is fixing to, whatever timeline that I'm talking to, the group of people that are encountering this energy, and they are absolutely irate because nobody's been able to put their finger and tell them for what they are, except God allowed you to be that person in this individual's life. But they don't want to take responsibility for things that they do in this earth, and they have quenched the Spirit of God. They have quenched the Spirit of God, and God's going to take it to their end. And so I just feel led to share that. Just all, like I said, I didn't know I was going to share it, but God said to do it, so I am. Anyway, I think I'll just leave this here. I just wanted to get on just because I was bored, but I really believe it was for this purpose. So those of y'all just need to continue to stand. If that person's still on the outskirts of a situation, you don't have to fear that person. God's completely fixing to sever them out of the way completely, and you can rejoice. All right. I may be back later this evening to do another reading. I don't know, but if not, then Lord willing, tomorrow. Y'all have a fantastic day. Pray for me. I pray for you all. I appreciate you all. Shalom. Stay in peace.